Hello, welcome back. Here's part 2 in the status of me buying and tracking my Ford F-150 truck. It's quite an adventure, it's quite a journey, and I thought I'd share with you the progress that I've had since I cut my first video. Let's get started. Before I get started, I want to correct something that I discussed in my first video, which was saying that, look, you're not going to get any trucks there below Invoice. And as Steve pointed out in the comments from that video, I doubt you're going to find many or any F-150s at Invoice or below. And he's absolutely correct. I mixed up my terms there. I meant to say MSRP, which is just the retail price, which is going to be basically the sticker price on the window, minus any additional equity that the dealer may want, which you should not pay. So the first status that you will see when you get your truck is eventually you're going to get order confirmed. And we went through this on the last video, but then eventually what I did was I got in production. And what you'll notice here is that this little bubble is sort of like, they're not really committed to it being in production. They're sort of suggesting that it's in production. And typically when you have something like this in production, you will get a blend date and you will get your window sticker. And the window sticker can be found at the bottom of this page that you get on the Ford Tracker. So you'll be in kind of like where I was in the first video, in this sort of zone where you're in production, you have a window sticker, you have a blend date, and things are starting to get real. But they really get real when you go to the next phase. You have in production with a date. So you can see in production, and you've actually got a date that they're saying, we're going to build your truck on this date. Now, they're still not completely committed to filling in that bubble like they were with the order confirmed here, but you'll take what you can get at this point. Now, once you get to this point, and once you have your window sticker and you're in production and you're approaching your production date, what you want to watch for is to see whether your modules are going to get populated. This is the motorcraftservice.com/asbuilt website. So let me take you there now. Once you get to this page, you're going to put your VIN in and then go through all the typical AI stuff. And then what you will see is if you do have your modules built, it's going to take a while for this to populate. You'll see things like tear tags up there, which is good. You'll see your VIN. And then you're going to see just a massive amount of, this is forescan data. Apparently, this is how they program your truck. So basically, this is the software commands to program your truck. That's what I believe. And so if you do have this, that means that they are in the process of flashing your truck with the brains. From there, within a day or so, you should be getting your built email. Your vehicle has been built, and this is where things start to really happen. Now, I got these literally the same morning, the built and shipped. So there can be a difference between built and shipped if there's something that they're waiting for, where they're going to stick your truck in a vacant lot and let it sit there until maybe the coat hooks come in, or some camera or some module that they're waiting for it to come in. Luckily, I did not have to wait on anything for this. So as far as I can tell, I am not on any kind of a chip hold. Now, after this is what my tracker currently looks like. And you can see that there's a big difference here now that they've started to fill in these bubbles. Now they're fully committed to saying, yeah, we really did produce your truck and we really did build your truck. It's not just highlighted, it's actually filled in and checked. So you can see that there's a difference. Now, I still have that basic suggestion of saying that, yeah, we've shipped your truck, which means it's left the factory. It does not mean that they've actually shipped it through any kind of transport. So that's my current tracker status. So final preparation would be when they finally get it to the dealer. That's my understanding so far. So if you want to track your truck waiting for Christmas, they'll give you kind of a basic rough timeline in terms of when your truck should show up at the dealer. But if you want to take a look and see if you can find it, there's a couple of ways to do this. One is through ordertrack.app. And you're going to put in your order number and your VIN into that website. And as you can see, I really don't know much more. It's still pending over here. And I still have this, it's just saying it's in convoy. Here's your freighter ID. The origin is the Dearborn plant, and destination is not filled in yet. So as far as I know, it's sitting on some pad somewhere waiting to be loaded either onto rail or some form of truck transport. Now, in the last video, I showed you how to basically edit this site in the source code to be able to pull up the tracker search bar based on your VIN, and also in Pals app, which is the Cooper, Jack Cooper site. Right now, this says pending. It has my VIN, knows my VIN, it knows the freight bill number, but there's no destination name, no destination, origin, Dearborn truck plant. So they know something about the order, but there's no guarantee that it's actually going out through Jack Cooper. So hopefully this is what you want to avoid, is your truck sort of in no man's land, sitting out on some lot somewhere, waiting to be plugged in with either missing modules or with, you know, the missing coat hangers in the back seat, whatever it takes to finish this. This is just the nature of the strange times that we live in with the supply chain problem, which is going to probably bounce around for quite some time. All right, so that's the current state of my truck order. Just keeping you guys in the loop on this and hoping that these hints help you in your quest to go find just where in the hell your truck is yourself. I'll see you in part 3